Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Letting everybody get awake this morning, grabbing your coffee. Whew, we made it to Friday. Friday. Hey, tell them how you doing. Jay just joined. Hey, good morning. Good morning. It's Friday. Ooh, that coffee's hot this morning. Hey, Jamie, how's it going this morning? Everybody excited that it's Friday? I am. I'm excited it's Friday. So let me look here on the calendar. Countdown, 6 days till Christmas. What is the date today? The 19th? Okay. So here we are coming into the Christmas and then New Year's and all of that fun stuff. Hey, Emmanuel, good morning. Thank you for joining this morning. Good morning, Bubble Guppy. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us over here on YouTube. Yeah, so it's Friday morning, and last night, so yesterday we did some trivia stuff, and that's always fun. And so today, I thought, well, we'll keep it light. We can do question for question. So how that works, if you're new here, is I get to ask you a question, and then you get to ask me a question. And so, that just kind of helps get people involved. Vance, thank you for joining. Hillbilly Utah, good morning. Emmanuel joined, good morning. Skeeter's Woman joined. I like that one, Skeeter's Woman. That's a good one. Swaggy Pants 221 joined. Tara joined. Kim over here on YouTube joined. Thank you, Kim. So it's, like I said, it's Friday. Trailer Park Hero. I like that one too. That's a good handle. Ed. Oh, wow. Ed's having to use his phone as a hotspot. Well, whatever. That's good. Thank you. Bible study was great last night. Luckily, Dennis, I believe, they got to be in Dennis's garage, which is insulated. So I'm sure they were all happy up there. Thank you for joining the fan club. Hey, if you're new here, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I do the same at the end of the live, providing you're not a bot. If you want to join the fan club, send me that little heart emoji like you saw Ed just got through doing, and that adds you to the list. And I did something different because we are streaming on YouTube and TikTok at the same time. And there's reasons for it. Mainly is that the live gets fully recorded and saved on YouTube. So if you ever happen to not be able to join us first thing in the morning, you can always follow up and watch it on YouTube. Swade Kirk joined. Hey, yeah, check out. So I don't normally do this on lives, but I want to show you this shirt. So I got this from a vendor on TikTok. Of course, being an affiliate, I'll get different items. And I want to tell you, this is the softest shirt. You know how sometimes you get these shirts and what the graphics on them, you can feel. You can't even hardly, it's like it was just made into the shirt. And I love t-shirts. This one's super soft. And what I was going to tell everybody, if you're on the TikTok shop and you like this shirt, go look it up. It's Stone Breath 74. That's the name of their store. And these shirts are on sale right now for $3.99. They're 60% off. And if you spend $10, they'll ship them to you free. So if you like this type of a shirt, like I do, I love t-shirts, and you can tell in some parts of the country it's pretty cool, but in Texas it's warm, and we're going to have a spring-like or summer-like, what we call a lot of times summer-like Christmas. So anyway, Friday, and Friday at work we get to it's kind of dressed down, don't have to have a collar, and get to wear t-shirts. So this is the shirt I'm wearing. Anyway, like it, love it. If you're interested in it, you can get one on the TikTok shop. They're $3.99. Free shipping when you spend $10. If you can't find it, let me know and I'll send you a link to it. Anyway, so that's the shirt I'm wearing today. And I kind of like the fact that it's not 40 below outside, but it's not hot either. It's just it's perfect t-shirt weather. And so yeah, so that's this is one of my TikTok items. I have another one too here. I got this one last night. Now this one may not appeal to some people, but if you're a pocket knife enthusiast, or you like pocket knives, this is one that was sent, also sent to me by a vendor. But look at the blade on that. Isn't that kind of an unusual blade? It's super sharp too. Yeah. Shout out from Corpus Christi. Hey, how you doing down in Corpus? The White Man 2818. Thanks. Wow. Appreciate you. So anyway, yeah. So I haven't done a video on this yet, so I don't have all the deets right here but it's a pretty nice little pocket knife. Yeah. So I'm pleased with that. I'll have to do something on that later. Anyway, so yesterday we did. Hey Tara, how y'all doing? Everybody doing good? Cal Cop just joined. Man, White Man, that was really nice of you. Thank you. Contributing to the fund. Thanks. I appreciate you. Luke just joined. Hey, Luke. What's up, buddy? So let's see here. Anyway, so I kind of was, I'm always looking for something different to do on the show, so that there's always fun things to do. Apollina Howell 778 just joined us. Are you still friends with Gabe, owners, and Nick? Am I still friends with them? I'm friends with everybody. And so I'm not real sure exactly who you're asking me if I'm friends with there, but if they say we are, we are. Big boy, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Great. Thank you for joining this morning on Friday. Gabe, owners, and Nick Kerr. Say their names, you'd know. Yeah, maybe not. I'm not real sure who they are, but maybe we should be friends. I don't know. Mike Hawk question. No, I'm not friends with any of those. But have them join the show here. We can always, everybody can use more friends. Anyway, so last night I was just playing around, and I did a video last night instead of the Christmas question. I did a fill in the sentence, and I thought, wow, that's kind of, that's different. And so I thought maybe we'd do a few of those fill in the sentence. And so I'm going to ask you a quick question, and you get to fill in the sentence, and all you have to do is just type your answer in the chat, and let's see what people's answers are. So here's the first one. A Christmas cookie isn't complete without what? Put your answer down in the comments, and let me see what we think that Christmas cookies are not complete without. Fill in the sentence, yeah. Green and red sprinkles, yeah. I like green and red. Hot cocoa, yeah. Sebastian, yeah. Rivera Woodworks. Oh, I love woodworking. I'm a rookie at it, and can do. I call what I call as I do stick woodworking. But man, there's some talented people on YouTube and stuff that, and even on TikTok. I'm always amazed at how people build furniture, um, and I've built some stuff, but I'm not as good as a lot of these guys out here. I mean, they're really craftsmen. Thank you. I appreciate it. So, what you're seeing here, and let me turn this a little bit. What you're seeing here, this wall behind me originally started out with cabinets back there, and it's on one half of my garage. My shop is actually behind my home, but I can't get good internet out there, so I set this up on my half of the garage because my wife claims the other half with her car. And that wall, like I said, was cabinets. And I came home one Sunday after church, and all the cabinets were in the floor. So yeah, so I had quite a mess, and so I cleaned it up. And of course, the wall was scarred and gouged, and I was like, "Wow, what am I going to do to fix that?" And so I did. What I decided to do was cover it with cedar, and I'd done something similar to this to a neighbor's wife's, like her little she shed. And so I'd done it before, and so I tried it on a section on the wall, and I thought, doesn't look too bad. So I ended up finishing all the wall. And then I have two granddaughters, and they thought that hanging signs would be good. And I ever since I started doing YouTube and TikTok, I always wanted a backdrop for my videos and anything I do, and I just never had one. And so I think this one is probably different than a lot of people's backdrops, but it's been fun. They picked out a lot of signs. People have sent me signs. Cow Cop sent me that one right there. It's really unusual. It's the license plate style sign for Southwestern Cattle Association. And they've been around since the 1800s, and he works for them. So that was a thanks. And then let's see here, another one I really like. You see the one up there that it's also a license plate that says TikTok Live. I bought that actually from a vendor. Well, he gave it to me and let me pick out what I wanted on it. And so yeah. So, and then the other signs just come from here and there. Some of them my granddaughters bought, my wife bought, I bought. Some of them were bought on TikTok, some weren't. And then if you go, I'm showing, let me see, and then if you go all the way over there, I've got a couple of LED lights. So yeah. And so all of that wall is nothing more than 5.5-inch fence pickets. And I cut the dog ear off, and with I have a Ryobi finish nailer, and draw the lines from top to bottom. So you mark your studs, and you can put them up pretty quick. Did half of it in one Sunday afternoon, did the other half on a Saturday. Took me a couple of hours or so. I had to trim around one cabinet in the corner. So other than that, that's how that all came about. So back to the cookies, hot cocoa, red and green sprinkles. Sorry to get off track there, but that happens sometimes when people are asking questions. Thanks, I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah. Yes. So before we get off the live, I'll move the camera over there and show you up close those neon signs. Thanks. Okay, so we said we had to have red and green sprinkles on the cookies, some hot cocoa. That's always fun. Okay, so here's the next fill in the sentence. You ready? The one holiday food I secretly think is gross. What is it? What holiday food do you think's gross? Oh, I know what mine would be. And a lot of people are going to go, what? Yeah. So YouTube's, let me see some answers here. TJ2, thank you for joining this morning. Let's see. What holiday food do you secretly gross? Basically don't like. What holiday food do you not like? Old Mo 777 just joined or a drive by. Good morning, TJ. How's it going? So here, so for TikTok, that is what I don't like. I don't like pumpkin pie. Now I like pumpkin bread, pumpkin cookies. I just don't like pumpkin pie. And I think it was because when I was young, my mother always made me eat a slice, and I don't like pumpkin pie. Is there anybody else that's on the lives this morning that doesn't like pumpkin pie? I like pecan pie. I like apple pie. I like blackberry cobbler or blackberry pie, dewberry pie, chocolate cake. Everybody likes chocolate cake, right? Burglar. That's funny. Okay. Anybody, who's the next person wants to ask a question? Ask me a question. It's your turn to ask a question. And then I'll pick somebody randomly that I get to ask a question. Josh, good morning. No questions this morning? None at all? I know we have some newcomers here. No questions. I think everybody's asleep on Friday. All right, we're going to have coffee time. Josh, hey man, how's it going? Good morning. Too busy drinking. TJ says she's too busy drinking coffee. Jamie, what up? Okay. Any more comments over here? Oh, nothing like doing a live in your laundry at the same time. That's a good thing about when you're watching a live from your phone. You can pretty much just go about your business and do whatever. I'm new to your stream. Where do you live? I live in Central Texas, Josh. Okay. What's your favorite coffee creamer? Oh, I can tell you that. TJ said, what's your favorite coffee creamer? Okay, so I do drink cream in my coffee. I don't add sugar per se, but I drink the International, International Delight, and that is the sweet cream. So it does have some sugar in it, and that's what I put in my coffee. And if I don't have that, I just drink it black. Well, that's true. You don't have to do the wash. You can just be sitting and relaxing. Okay, TJ, here's my question to you. What did you wish for Christmas this year? What gift? Anything special? And anybody can answer that question. What gift did you ask for? Oh, you like that white chocolate cream? You know, I've tried my two granddaughters and daughter and wife too. They like that mocha flavor in their coffee, but I don't like chocolate in the coffee for some reason. Oops, gift. The rest of the year, yeah, French vanilla. We have that in the fridge too. I don't drink the French vanilla, but the girls do. Come on, TJ. You didn't ask for anything. You know, what is it with adults like us? We never ask for anything. So this year, I cannot get my wife to tell me what she would like for Christmas. You know, it doesn't have to be specific, but just kind of give me some ideas. Give me a list, and then, I'll go through and pick stuff. But, she's right. She does. She's guilty of, if she sees something that she wants, she doesn't wait for, for me to get it as a gift. She says, oh, I like it. It's on sale, or it's not on sale, or whatever. And she just picks it up for herself. So then when it comes time for her birthday or Christmas, she can never give me any ideas. And so, I've even stepped out a time or two and said, I'll figure out something to get her, and I'll get her something that I think maybe she would like. And she's always very cordial about it. But, 99% of the time I end up having to take it back, because then she decides she wants something else. So this year I just followed the lead. I picked her up a couple of small items, but other than that, she said she already bought her own Christmas gifts. So kind of made it easy on me, I guess. And I have to think about stuff that at Christmas that, because I don't know, I think when you get our age and you've worked all your life, and, maybe it's not everybody, but eventually you're not independently wealthy, but if you see something and you want to spend $50, getting yourself something, you can. And so, and over the years, you just realize that a lot of those things are really just not that important. I did ask for one item this year, and it was a Samsung tablet. I have a Apple tablet, but it's like 9 years old and they don't support it anymore. And I like Apple's tablet, but they're $300 or $400. And I think on Cyber Monday, Samsung had, and it's not their newest tablet. This one's probably, I don't know, a year or two old, but it's still relevant, and especially for what I want to use it for. And so I think it was somewhere around $140 or something. So that's what I asked for. So we'll see if I get that or not. And I got it because I'm going to use it in my affiliate marketing. A lot of times when you're filming something, and especially on TikTok, you need to know, because prices change all the time, and you need to be able to make sure you're quoting the correct price at the time that you're shooting the video. Because if you misquote it, TikTok will just hold your hand out there and tell you that you made a mistake and deduct some points or something. I mean, it's kind of goofy. I think they've gotten better at it because they've done a few surveys, and I've always brought that up. It's like, what? I did what wrong? I mean, a perfect example, not this knife, but another knife that they sell on their website. And this is probably the first video I ever did for a knife. And they blocked it for a while and said that I had violated policy. And then they I make them quote the policy. So they do. And the policy says, you can't promote weapons, guns, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, if you think that little pocket knife is a weapon, and I'm not saying it can't be used as a weapon, but a rock could be used as a weapon too. Why are you selling it on your website if you can't do a video on it? And they decided to change their mind and put it back up. And I had seen, a bunch of other affiliates, they posted videos for it. So I don't know. I don't always understand why some of the stuff they do. But anyway, yeah. So there you go. T-Farious. I like that. T-Farious. It's nice to meet you too, TJ. Come back. We do this Monday through Friday, and I know it's early, 5:45, but yeah, we have fun. Come back too. If you missed yesterday, Trivia Day is always a fun day. Friday is kind of like, you get to ask me a question, I'll ask you one. Some of the people that are joined on TikTok, they've been supporting me for quite some time, so they know quite a bit about me. They've listened to me babble and talk and carry on. Thanks. Okay. I like this. This is the fill in the sentence, and here's one that says the hardest person to buy a gift for this year was, and I can answer that. My answer would be my wife. Anxious Generation, Butler, The Untold Story. Ed, is that a book you're reading, or is that one that you recommend others? The Anxious Generation, Butler, The Untold Story. I ought to buy my wife. My wife is a voracious reader. I mean, and she's a speed reader. And she just devours books. And so a lot of times when I want to buy her books, she'll go, oh, I read that. Read that one too. I said, how about this one? No. I used to go to her. I would go, those books are on my Christmas list. Oh, okay. The Anxious Generation and the Butler, The Untold Story. Those sound interesting just from the titles, Ed. Stephen King, yeah. So my wife likes murder mysteries, fiction, and true. She likes true crime. That's why I always tell everybody, if I come up missing, y'all look behind the shop and look for some like turned up dirt, because I might be back there, just in case. If something ever happens to me, you know where to look, because she likes to watch 2020 and 48 Hours and all of those things where you see they get lots of ideas. And after 47 years, there's a few times she's probably wanted to put me back there. Not very often, though. What is this? Ericville, 637. Stephen King, he does have some good books. I always tell everybody, too, I said, I'm terrible. I wished I read more, but being fully honest, I just don't. My wife can get into a book and just tune out everybody, and I've read a handful of books in my lifetime. Now, do I read? Yes. Do I? If it's something I'm interested in or want to learn how to do, I'll read that. But just to sit down and read a book, nope. And the thing is reading is really good for you. It's great for your vocabulary, spelling. Even though we have all of these tools now that can help you write like you're super intelligent when you're maybe not quite so good at spelling or sentence structure or any of that. Matter of fact, I was going to ask Ed. Ed, tell me, do you use and you probably don't, because Ed's a smart cookie and has been leading a church for quite some time as the lead pastor. But you have to write your I'm having a brain fade here. You have to write down what you're going to present on Sundays, and sometimes it's Wednesdays and Saturdays, and so do you use AI to help you write any of that? I mean, I know I see you during Bible study. A lot of times you're talking about, what you're going to talk about on the next church service. And do you use AI to help you on that? Or do you just write it yourself? And then do you save all your okay. Somebody help me out here. What word am I trying to come up with here? There aren't many. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Eric says over here on YouTube that there's not very many well-written books anymore? I don't know, because I'm not a book person. And the word I was trying to come up with, Ed, was sermon. Do you save your sermons? Do you handwrite them? Do you use AI to help you write them? I think AI could, of course, it depends on what you're doing, but AI has its place as far as helping people write emails and all kinds of stuff. It's not that they don't know how to write an email, but a lot of times AI will just make it sound better. And, when people are typing emails, I tell them all the time at work, they're like, I don't understand why they got mad. All I told them was X. And I was like, well, it's not always the message that you send, it's how you deliver it. And there's a lot of ways to let somebody know or get your point across to somebody without sounding, but I write my own sermons. I have saved all my sermons for the last 10 years since you got iCloud. Now that's a lot of stuff. So if you can't see Ed because he's over here on TikTok, but Ed says he has saved the last 10 years of his sermons, but he writes his own sermons. And I figured he probably did, just because during Bible study, a lot of times he's taking notes and listening to, what people in the Bible study questions and stuff that comes up that maybe he hadn't thought about. And so I figured he probably wrote his own. So, I would think too, look, what the world are you trying to do? They better not start this internet deal, this server stuff. It's driving me nuts. There we go. Okay, we're back. Anyway, so yeah, I think AI could help you, but just talking about books in general, I can tell you a book that I read, and it's been a long time since I read it. All right, now stop that. My TikTok internet, and this can't be my internet because I don't show that I am disconnected, but looks like TikTok servers are acting up again. It is trying to, something went down. I hate it when it does that. Just periodically, it seems like every couple of weeks or so, TikTok, their servers are, I guess, down. I'm going to exit and... Okay. Are we back? Can you see me now? I think you can. I don't know what's up with now. Let me start over here. Sorry. Sometimes you do have technical difficulties, but what's really weird about it is, and it's done this before, is I haven't lost internet connection because I'm hardwired. So I believe it is TikTok servers. There we go. And it's a bummer too, because it kicks you out, and everybody that was in the live, sometimes they join again, and sometimes they drop off thinking it's over. Coffee break. So Eric, where are you from? What part of the country are you from? Oh yeah, there's TikTok server definitely bit the bullet. Sorry for the technical interruption. Sorry, I had to switch over and do the two-factor authentication to get reconnected over here on TikTok. I don't know. My TikTok might be down. Very good possibility. Because it is acting like it doesn't want to reconnect. Hey Kim, YouTube's fine. I know. I mean, I haven't. I'm on the internet on my computer that I stream TikTok on, so I think it's definitely their servers because when it went down, I always know when it's the server because not only does it go down, but when you try to restart it, it doesn't remember who you are, so you have to go through all of their login process again. So I'm sure it's a server that's down, and even now, once I've relogged in, it's like froze on a screen that says redirecting. So more than likely it's a server that went down. But I guess if you have what is it, 1 billion people or I don't know how many people's on TikTok, a lot, that stuff goes down. It's technical. And can you imagine, think about this. I don't remember when that was. I want to say it was about a year or so ago. And Microsoft had some servers go down, and it took down Marriott for 4 days, 4 business days. We were working day and night trying to get that thing back up. Patrick Bateman, here over 60 years. I am over 60 years. How about that? Somebody said the other day, and I even find myself saying, "Oh, that old guy." And my granddaughter looked at me and said, "Papa, you are one of those old guys." And I just don't. I don't know. I don't know about everybody else, but luckily my health is good, and I don't feel old. Yes, there are certain things. Like getting up and down on my knees. I can't do that as well as I used to, but I got 2 bad knees. And, so maybe that part is from getting old, being kind of wore out. But other than that, I don't know. I know people that are my age that their health is not very good, but luckily I try to stay active, and I think that's the key as you age, is that you do stay active. What's going on here? Yeah, their server's way down. A lot of times too, they'll have like a little that's really odd. But yeah, see, this is why I hate it when they have technical difficulties, because it distracts you. Yeah, their servers must be down. They won't even let me log in. Huh. How about that? Well, this would be a good time to, so people wanted to see the, a better shot of those neon signs. So that one there, that's the latest one, from, if you're a Milwaukee Tools, fanatic or fan, you might like that one. They're really, surprisingly, they're not as expensive as they used to be. Used to, neon LED lights were super expensive, and either one of those you can use. I think you can have them. You can buy them on the TikTok shop, of course, and I believe delivered they're probably $40 or less. I was fortunate enough that I got both of those, were sent to me by two different vendors. Well, I guess that is just down. So we'll just do YouTube. Anyway, yeah, so that's where that part of it is. So let's get back to, what time is it? It's just now 6:30. So like I said, we were doing question for question. So Patrick, you got any questions you want to ask? We got Kim still on. We have Eric on. Let's see, is there anybody else on? Paulina Howell is still on. All right. Bill, hey, how you doing? Fasten to the studs. The answer is yeah, with finished nails. Somebody asked this question: were you ever showcased on To Catch a Predator? No, I wasn't. That's William asked that question. No, I wasn't. I'm sorry. I wish I'd have seen that earlier. That's kind of funny. Sorry, I'm just going through, looking at it. Okay. Well, since we're having technical issues and it's Friday, it's 6:30, which, be kind of cutting the show a little short. However, it's kind of thrown everything off, it seems like. And I do have some work that I need to get done at the office today, since we're coming into the weekend, get things wrapped up. So I may just go ahead and cut the live a little short today. And we'll be back on Monday. And definitely going to do the live Monday and Tuesday. And after that, I'll on Monday or Tuesday, I'll let you know what the schedule looks like, since we've got Christmas and then the New Year's. So we may take a little break. I can always use a break, especially after Christmas and all the stuff going on there. And then gather back and circle the wagons after the holiday. So we'll see. But thanks everybody for joining me on YouTube. I appreciate it. Sorry for the technical difficulties. I'll have to explain that again to my TikTok peeps. I have some of their contact information, so I'll definitely let them know. They may have already figured it out too. So anyway, have a great and wonderful Friday. Thanks everybody for joining me on YouTube. Make sure you share this because more and more people are starting to join the live on YouTube. And I was told people don't join lives on YouTube, and I just didn't believe that. If you like the live, share it, follow, do all those fun things, and come back and see us. We'll be back Monday, 5:45 a.m. for morning coffee talk. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.